I wonder what he meant by rude. It's about time anyway. Yep, into the courtroom. Before that, bailiff. Yes. The special starting time and trials have changed. Not be commencing on 10. Wait a minute, that's rather suspicious. Why 10:30? This is new. By the judge's request. Urgent personal. Oh, that. Wait. No, might have been something else. Or he had a previous meeting arrangement. He's visiting hospital. Hospital? Oh, we were just there. Mentioned that the chief's son is. He didn't mention that in the previous trial. Worse than the conservative this morning. Oh, that's sad. Chief's son is. He's mentioned he was ill. The judge said he had to go visit him after his trial. There was an article in the newspaper. A third article. How many articles are there today? Number 3. Curtis syndrome. Oh, Curtis syndrome. Just like the cure that they brought. Article added to updated ads according to number 8. Curtis. Yeah, that's the same thing from the. I should read the article for us later upon. Let's leave it to TV item. Seriously, she's sweet, but she's kind of an airhead. Curtis syndrome. Disaster strikes. Yeah, that's the same thing that item is for. A replica. Like a type of medicine. So it seems. Time to lose the fairies and the funnies if you have. Anyway. July 10, 10:30, District Courtroom number 3. Court is now in session. My apologies for the brief delay. There, it's fine, Judge. Court is now in session. The trial of, how do you say his name? Machi Tobai, our suspect from Fortissimo, previously. Right. It's his trial in the case resuming from yesterday. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prepared, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready to rock. As always. Something wrong, Your Honor? No, well, yes. I've been friends with Chief Justice since we were students. Oh, maybe you see him going through such a difficult time. Miss Curtis was it? Yeah, that's the same disease that article said there is no cure for it. Yet the replica we found, our judge, let me say, with all honesty, I feel your pain. Now is the time for the law. True. We left off at quite a juncture yesterday. Yep, quite the reveal. Wonderful about the number. Flashback. Roman, let's just say the bodyguard. Detective said that's a great help. No problem at all, Your Honor. I'll be hitting it before. Yeah. Hold it! Who said that? Who? What? Not Apollo. Lamore. Wait. That voice just now. I recognize the voice. It was him. I'm sure of it. What? Him? That voice I heard, talking to Mrs. Latouche, when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him. Darren, that's very misleading. What? Hold the phone. What do you mean? So we have like semi-primary suspect aside. Now, Darcy and Crescend, like musical note. And then there's also the man in yellow, Valiant Grimari. Quite a sensational end. Who would have thought Darren would guest star as a season of Cliffhanger? As a suspect, I asked the prosecution to look into this matter. Please tell the court your findings. Darian Sind is a member of my band, the Gaviniers. He is also a detective, making the current charges serious indeed. Then, after investigation, I have found no cause to alter our case, or file new charges. Agreed. Besides, and your reason is? Weren't you aware? He has a alibi. Incompatible alibi. Yeah, he was on stage performing, so it couldn't have been him. Let us review the facts at hand. The concert held in the night was 3 sets, meaning 3 intervals. Gaviniers ripped to the stage opening act, set 1. Second set, guest took the stage, Lamorier. The only performer performers appearing were myself, Lemoria, and Machi in the second set, with a drummer best set for a total of 5. The shooting in the dressing room, however, took place during the third. Important fact, Lemoria, the defendant, Machi Toby had left the stage at that point, and the Gaviniers were already on stage performing. And then the gunshot happened, when 2 shots rang out of the crime scene. Shot by the defendant, Emma Sky, mind you. And Paul, you heard them too, right? I sure did. Furthermore, Lemoria herself witnessed the moment of the crime, rather she heard it. Perhaps I should say she heard the moment of the crime. Yes, proper pronunciation is important. When she claims to have heard Mr. Latouche and Detective Kristen talking. But that's impossible. He was on stage, so that couldn't have been him. Unless it was someone who sounded very identical. Besides this, I would say getting his groove on. No less, yeah. Unless she's referring to the earpiece, I feel like during the time he was performing. Voila. Perfect alibi. It is very airtight. Does the defense have anything to add to this? It's true. I heard the gunshots. He must have been on stage. So it couldn't have been him. Anyway, let's get to the, so there's something here that doesn't quite add up. We'll get to that later. Anyway, it appears the defense had no objections at the moment. We can safely Darius elevated and acknowledge yes, for the time being. I saw I'm mistaken. Her testimony cannot be true. At least for the time being, of course. No, that I see no evidence keeping us from declaring a verdict. Indeed, there is no hold it. No, Paul. Oh, no, we didn't. There's still that. Let me check trial. Yeah, hold the phone. Yeah, drop. Gavin's is airtight. Turn around your thinking, Paul. Might have been lying to protect. Yeah, but that's all the more reason. How do we rely on the testimony? Turn around your thinking. Wait. Yesterday's detention stand flash. Oh, right, when he was about to speak. Before she could interpret the last portion about the case. Right as he was about to say something. Meeting's over. He intervened. Talking over. Under oath. Court finds the defendant. Not shit. Objection! Thank you, Paul. Your Honor, hold it. No, that wasn't. It was something more. No. He said objection, Your Honor. Before you declare the verdict, I'd like to call one more witness. Exactly who else do you have in mind? A witness who, until now, has not been given a chance to speak in the court properly because he doesn't speak English. Oh, that's right. Lemoria can interpret for us. You don't mean... That's right. The defense calls Machi Toby back to the stand. Huh? But he doesn't speak yet. No, we have an interpreter. An interpreter? You'll have to look else. Oh, they took custody of that. Phrases such as I love you and... No, not you. The defense wouldn't not like to request Lemoria, interpreter. Yeah, Lemoria? Yes. No, but she'll be interpreting for the defense. Why should lie now? More unusual, but... Bravo, our forehead. You're a judge? Prosecution will allow the defense... request. If Lemoria lies, however, I'll be able to tell. That's right. Even my limited knowledge of language should be enough to that. If both prosecution and defense are... I see little cause for refuse. Some progress until we get a rebuttal. Bailiff, show defendant and Lemoria to the witness stand. Well, Zara's first time before. Shall I proceed? Your name to begin with, if you would. Lemoria. Yes. He says Machi Toby, the defendant. How much we gather? This is certainly a first for the courtroom. 2 people on the witness stand. Not that we really need an interpretation of that message. Mr. Justice, you would? Yes, Yeah, hello, cross-examination, buddy. What do you have to testify about? The case, obviously. Come on, Apollo. Keep up, buddy. Apollo. Hello. The case. Remember? Try to keep up, bud. I know they do this for laughs, but this isn't the tutorial. Like, that part's kind of jarring. Excuse me. A moment, if I may speak. Yes, Maria. Just now, Machi said there's something about which she would wish to testify. Yes. Thank you for filling out the app. Testimony. What sort of testimony are you talking about? One moment, please. Okay. Oh boy, Spence calling me. Oh. Crucial evidence. Okay. Please don't leave us in suspense. According to Machi, he has proof of his innocence. Oh, he has evidence. Really? Wow. This is a surprise. Yes. No. Don't celebrate too soon, Trucy. This is a turnaround, though, and I know what it usually means. Well, if that's true, then this is vital testimony, Lamori and Machi. Please testify to the court. Let's see how this plays out. Very well. Witness testimony, Machi. Proof of an innocence, hopefully. He says the word of Mr. Tuesday's death came with a great shock. The killing truly followed the lyrics of my song. He could not have done it. His lyrics are in English. He does not understand them. I don't buy that. Yeah, he wouldn't have understood English lyrics to the song. So prevent him from following him so closely. I wonder what he meant by proof. That's not really concrete. He would only have to ask them more. Oh, that's right. She could still, yeah. That's only adding insult to injury. Lamorier, did you ever explain the lyrics of the song to him? I did tell him generally what the song was about, but never in so much detail, and he never asked. Has my oft-repeated warning already thought of it? Lamorier might be. That's true. She might be protecting him. We'll find. Oh, let's get a cross-examination to find out who's lying. Is there justice you would? Yes, Your Honor. Something's still hidden in the testimony. I can sense it. I just have to trust my bracelet and tell me where it is. It worked like before, yesterday. It'll work, that's right. It resonates whenever he's onto something. Towards Machi. Cross-examination. Yeah, so okay. Sure. He could not have done it, yeah. He says that because keywords are in English. I don't buy that. See. I haven't been over this, but... Perceive. Says that, because the songs are in English. Gotcha! Hold it! His eye? Wait. Did I get it? His eye. Hope I did. Hold that thought. Machi. His eyes. Right. You can't fool my eyes. Huh? That's right. He darted his glance toward her. The very moment he said the word English. He does understand! Why? Ooh, touche. And don't bother interpreting that. He knows exactly what it is. Yeah, but lying again. Machi, tell the truth. You can understand English, can't you? What do you say? Liar! Oh, you can't just swap English languages. You ain't fooling nobody. Okay, continue the charade. Mr. Justice, Machi says, I know the word English. Liar! Before coming to this country, he heard me speaking English. He learned the name for this language, that is all. That's baloney. Is that such an unusual word to understand? Do you not know Hispanic? Espanol, for instance? Espanol aside. I don't understand. Oh, I don't buy it. Maybe I aimed properly. Are in English, meaning the key words. Oh, present the newspaper. Explain this. How does he know the crime following the lyrics? Touche. Always been such a suspicious-minded lad. It is simple. He read about it in the newspaper. The newspaper? Which one? The Borgian Daily Bugle. Oh, that's right. Buying the center nowadays. They have already been to report. Called it. That just nails it. Or fixed on. Oh, quite fierce also. Mache is lying. Maybe it's time to show the proof of evidence he's lying. Yep. Narrow it down, Paul. Newspaper article. Not that one. Borgian. Which one? It's one of the articles. Borgian newspaper. Not the second one we received. Take that! How about this? I have the here. A Borgian newspaper. Borgian Daily Bugle, as a matter of fact. Could you read it for them? He flinched again. Doesn't mention the... Ah! Gotcha! It's about... I'm sorry, Mache. You couldn't have read about the lyrics in Borgian newspaper. It was there in English. Ooh. Got him. Okay, back to reality. What does this mean? But I don't see how the I know. Okay, she didn't hear testimony. So found letters from the police for doing their questioning. Not possible. So the letters were not brought to the police questioning. I read the full report myself. Yep, you ain't fooling, Clavier. The letters weren't in the newspaper, and the police didn't mention them. I've heard them was in this courtroom. In English, no less. The witness will explain herself or himself. She says, okay, you're not fooling anybody. Yes, follow through. It is true, I read the newspaper. This is not where I learned of the lyrics. I was mistaken. Now, okay, they're changing the testimony. You remember? He says he heard of the lyrics from me. Okay. Huh? That's not baloney. I don't buy that. Is this true? I'm afraid I forgot. Okay, how can you forget? Amnesia gonna forget that much? Oh, okay. Conclusions. No. Either way, I don't buy it. You're not fooling anyone. However, added to the testimony, I was on something close, but that's a boy. Anyway, time is an issue. Mr. Justice, are you finished with the cross-examination? No. We're not finished yet. Have an angle of attack, or else. Wait, it's still resonating. Yes, Your Honor, please allow me to cross-examine. Witness, revise your testimony. I who has been the crime. Revise statement B. Statement 4B. Article. Okay, this time. Again. See how this time. Swallowing. No, wait for the loop. So it's right near the neck. Gotta have it loop. Perceiving confirm, it was I who explained. Here again. She swallowed. Gotcha! There it is! I who explained that song. Follow the song. Memory, you forgot your swallowing method. Cross-examining Mache. Why should you be now she's her nervous habit. Swallow the moment you did in the court, whenever you're uncertain. I who explained. She's still lying. Memory, are you indeed she is protecting him. That is not a question with a simple answer. Believe in myself. Then allow me to answer for you. Memory, you're protecting. Yeah, it's got him. She is protecting him. Take Machi told us. You were protecting Machi. That's why you lied and told us you had explained how the crime fallen. Do not fault you trying to help, but this is not the way. Lying in court is not a good thing. I believed you. I believe you didn't do it. Really, I trust you. But you lied to us 2 times, and it's not looking good for you. Now you have Lemuria lying. It's becoming a chain, a domino. In fact, if this goes on to work, you're gonna have to trust me too. Please. Your 2 lies cover a simple truth. You understand English. You have to. There it is. He spoke in grunted in English. Yes, a little. No. He spoke. Wah? He could see. Now he can talk. That's 2 lies. First being blind, and now that he couldn't understand the language. And you did not know about this, Lemuria? No, I did not. Liar! You are not gonna fool us. This is Machi. Tell us what really happened. No shooting. I did not shoot. So you weren't in the dressing room when I heard 2 gunshots. Apparently, answer the question isn't simple either. I was in the dressing room behind the desk. Manager on the floor behind the desk. Right after the shooting. So he was a witness, secondary witness. And there's voice. Voice says, Machi went to the dressing room, had already been shot. And then we came to the door, discovering his body. Panel high up. I take off, run away. So he did escape to the air vent. You who escaped to the air vent. Called it! Emma was right. Ha 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 ha. At first he was all along, no less. The defendant had admitted to being at the scene. Might we take this as a confession? Hold it. Objection, not yet! No, he's clearly denied that he did it. He ain't finished. Let him. I know shooting. Manager on the floor, already on the floor. He witnessed. He didn't say he committed it. Objection, irrelevant. The victim has already been shot, you say. I find it hard to believe, too. The defense always said in layers. He was at the scene of the crime. This can only mean one thing. He is the shooter. Does the defendant have anything to say to this? He's claiming them. Again, he's being quiet, not good for us. Testimony. Once more. Not good. Then let's ask Mr. Justice. Will you request any further testimony? Yes. Nothing else I can do. One more testimony. Wait. Yeah. Bracelet or not. The replica. The cocoon. Silk is pretend ponytail. That's important. Gotta bring that up. They asked me right as he asked. Are you the smuggler? He remained silent. Had if something to do with this. It means he might have something to do with it. Machi, please, tell us the truth. For your own sake, present the evidence when presented. No more speak. Not to any of you. Okay, he's remaining silent. So much for your truth. You were the one who didn't believe him. Regardless, impasse. It does not seem that offense and defendants are at odds. I doubt we are likely to hear anything more. Let's continue. I see no other. 5-minute recess. Okay, the fence will work on the fence so that we might proceed. Intermission. July 10th, 11:23, District Court number 2. Apologies. That's just close enough. I know shooting. Machi claims his sister was already down the ground into the room. Maybe it's a trap. He walked right in. Suddenly, I hear revolver. Close, very close. Then, hear voice. Heard gunshots. Saying you went into the dressing room and found Mrs. Leticia already dead. Then heard gunshots? That makes it all more confusing. You were at the scene of the crime when you heard the shots, but you escaped the air vent. I know. What? Please speak. Don't be vague. if I open an vent, I can leave stage and backstage. The vent leads to backstage and in the back. They're connected. Yeah, he's right. Yeah. Vent just runs Apollo. It all leads back. Yeah. The air duct. How did you know it's connected like that? His father was an air architect in that design hall. The magician. Magician? Which one? The yellow one? Not Trucy. No, the other magician. Yeah, that narrows it the second. There are only two here. Valent. I don't think so. Machi didn't shoot him, so that means he is a suspect. Valiant Grimari. Yeah, he's a suspect now. What does he have to? Supposed to say he went into the room to find the body, and then he heard two shots. That one's not going to go over in court. You have to fill in the details. Here's a fence. You're supposed to believe what he says. Not lies. No. That's BS. Pretend you misheard that. What do we do? Gotta fill in the gap somehow. You want to testify, Machi? I had no talk. Someone's have like a... That's right, because he's worried about getting executed if they find... Because it's all broadcast. If he rats out... What a shot. That's an important factor. Flashback. I can't go home. That's right, if he speaks on that, he'll be executed. That he smuggled the cure outside the country. I want to go home. The penalty for taking Cocoon outside from Borgiana is death. You need to give him the death penalty. Ooh, that's right. He's afraid. So how are we going to work around this? Try a different approach. So what's your plan? If we can't mention that, we'll have to get someone else to testify. Yes. Back in. Okay, 5 minutes is over. Improvise. 11:28 a.m. District Court Room number 3. Recess over. Court is now back in session. Hopefully we got all our facts right. Mr. Justice, starting out with the defendant? Yes, Your Honor. We have a good talk. Very well. So will he testify? He won't. But some defendant will not testify. But... Shame. He's not finished. Actually, someone else it is. The defendant would like to approach this case from a different angle, Your Honor. A different angle? Bring Lemuria back to the stand. If Machi can't testify, then maybe someone else will. I don't know. I'd like to cross-examine the witness testimony of Lemuria. Again? Objection! No, you don't! What are you up to now? We determined yesterday Lemuria's testimony was substantial. Objection! Oh, Lemuria was taken off the hospital yesterday with injuries. Huh? Wait, what? She was assaulted, Your Honor, by a mysterious assailant. Assaulted? Someone wanted Lemuria dead. Keep her quiet. Thankfully, she was able to save herself, but... He didn't hear about that. Ooh. I've heard no such report. Yeah, and kind of last minute, though, but yeah. Prosecutor Gavin. Why would anyone be out to kill Lemuria? Can you think of a reason? Touché. Well, think of how known she is in our country. A singer from overseas who doesn't speak English, yes? Lots of stalker fans and kind of forbidden territory. Yet someone tried to keep her mouth shut. Who could that have been? You don't think? Yes, I do. It was the same person who shot Miss Latuse. The killer was after her, afraid of what she might say, what she heard. The defense believes that something was hidden in the testimony yesterday. Something the killer doesn't want to get out. So am I to understand? That is what you're saying. There's that nugget of truth in Lemuria's testimony. A small nugget would we have uncover. Exactly. Lemuria was attacked. This has serious implications. Very well. There's some more vague points in her testimony areas to draw. Perhaps we did not inquire. Court now hear Lemuria's testimony once more. Okay, back in the stand. Lemuria, I must apologize. I ask you to stand again and speak. You need not apologize. I know that Machi is innocent. and I will do all I can until the court realizes this. Let's review your testimony from yesterday. You told us you heard 2 gunshots and the shooter's voice through the window. And that voice belonged to Darian and Chrysanth yet? That's correct. Prue, she could not be correct. She couldn't have heard any of those things. The small window was closed and found to be quite soundproof. True. Unless you have it like an earpiece or something. I don't exactly know what yet, but I do know that there's something there. There is, it seems. Much you do not know. True, and my duty to hear him out. Perhaps the witness would testify more to the court. Of course, Your Honor. Memoria testifies once more. Witness testimony. What I heard revised. On my way back from the stage to the backstage exit, I heard them, Mr. Lettuce and the detective. I heard a faint sound of a gunshot and stopped. Then I heard another gunshot. There was a smell of gunpowder. I knew I must tell someone, but I was in a hurry, so I kept moving past the small window. Pretty much the same as yesterday. I'm sorry. I'm not used to speaking much in this time. Perhaps in my description they're lacking in something. Yes. Alright, we'll see about that. A distinct displeasure to say this. Instead, is impossible. Yeah. Do I have to repeat myself? Memoria was attacked because of this testimony. True. But, Apollo, that's not helping. You're pretty cool. Really? Seriously? Maybe do better when I don't try to think it. Yeah, you, Mr. Justice. Perhaps you can coolly cross-examine and... Yes, alright, fine. Dumb phrase, but okay. Cross-examining what I heard. My way backstage. Press and revise. That's how I heard them. Press that. Darian Chrysanth, even though it's inaccurate and don't know his name. I did not know his name at the time. But yes, it was him. The one who took the stand. How many times do we need to remind you? Yeah, we know it's not because he was on stage. There is no way you could have heard him. Because the window of the scene was closed and he was on stage. Of course. Apollo, we keep asking, come on, focus, turn on your thinking. Different angle, yes. No. What were they talking about? Don't worry, do you any chance remember what they were discussing? If so, please tell us. I've given much reflection, but I was afraid of this. She doesn't remember, because the bump. I only heard one phrase. Phrase? You remember something that was said? Why did you say anything yesterday? Though my memory was clear, I was afraid to speak. You see, I do not understand what I said. Okay, more vagueness, but this will be the clue. Well, what did he say? It was the other man speaking. No, not Mr. Lettuce, the shooter. Okay, hypothetically, Darian Chrysanth. Well, don't leave us in suspense. Fill in the gap. It's over. Press the switch now. Press the switch. And the shooter said this to the victim, Mr. Lettuce. I thought it quite strange myself afterward. It is a mystery. What could it possibly switch? Justice? Some light on that? Small window. Yeah, Colin, follow through, buddy. Yes, it's very deep and vital. Maybe we could add that to the test. Yes, please do. No, definitely. He's kind of losing the marble. Small window. I heard a voice. Say, press the switch now. Small window. 7 to press the switch now. Present. I have an idea. No, it's in remote. No, wait. That's remote trigger a statement to be, hopefully. This one? It's gotta be. Objection! Present. Press the switch. There's only one key that can unlock the mystery of those words. Yet there was nothing at the scene of the chronicle switch, save the lights. That and there wasn't a switch at the scene. But it just so happens, I have a switch right here. That certainly does look like a switch. The problem is, it was found not at the scene of the crime, but on the stage itself. The stage? Where the concert was held, you see. This is found there, on the stage. Are you claiming that the voice that Murray heard was of someone commanding another to press the switch? Yes, it's possible. Ah, interesting. Objection! Irrelevant! Oh, her forehead. I call that an impossibility. Why? It's hardly necessary for me to remind the court the layout of this courtroom. Yeah, the stage and dressing room quite far, so it couldn't. Not to mention that the Gaviniers were in the middle of a concert. Quite bad. You can sound all you want, but not. That's right. Some rooms are soundproof. Was loud, but still not a shout. So to avoid possibility, falling short of being heard. Sorry, I doubt that. But he wouldn't have needed a shout. Ah, I see what he's meant now. We're connecting the dots. Excuse me? You heard what I said. Or do you need me to shout it out for you? It would have been quite simple to be heard on the stage in the dressing room with this. You like evidence? Yeah, he's confident now. I see. We're on the same length, Paul. How about this? Using this, it would be easy to get a message to someone on stage in the dressing room. Okay, thank you, Apollo. Funny. Okay, hopefully I'm right with this. Let's set. Take that! Yes! Prosecutor Gavin, perhaps you are familiar with this. What? Yeah. Headset receiver. Is that some kind of new... No, Judge. Close, but not exact. This is a type of transmitter. A communication device, like an earpiece. Communication device? Yes. From what I heard that night, everyone on stage is wearing one of these. Isn't that right, Prosecutor Gavin? Ooh, he's right! That's actually there for talking between band members. We all had one on. Ooh, he's right. There, fill in the gaps. So you admit that if you were wearing one of these, talking from the backstage, the stage would be simple. Objection, no! 2, irrelevant! Hold it. But wait, those send out an electronic signal. To avoid interference with an audio system, their range is quite limited. Like 30 feet? Yes. Bring out the cross-animation diagram in the courtroom. Look closely. Ah, okay. Exactly. The walk from the stage and the backstory may seem far, but the directional distance leads to at least 30 feet. Less than 30 feet. Ooh! Struck a chord. Can't be. So when Lamore heard the shooter's voice, he could only have been talking to someone on stage. Yes! Objection! No! You're claiming this is switch in question. Why did it have to be on stage at the time? Any care to back that up? And our rocket pack in a pocket and carry it off anywhere. Someone could have hit it on the stage after the fact. Hey, he's got a point. No, follow through, buddy. How do we know where it was? When the shooter said press the switch. I guess we don't. Oh, darn it, Apollo. Unfortunate solution. He was on a roll there, then two steps back. So we know where the switch is. Hold it. No, fall through. You're close. The switch. We don't even know what the basic fact. Switch 4. Actually, we do. Up. Wait a minute. What is the switch for? Keywords. Oh, yes, I do know what the switch is for. Follow through, buddy. If you follow the train of logic, it's an incredible conclusion. It ends up in the proof that completely changes this case. Yep, he's got another idea. Connect the dots. We do know about this switch, right? We know what it is and what it's for. Well, think of when we were used to that day. Think of what happened. Flash, Mr. Justice? If you have no further information, share the switch. Your Honor? Yes. I've been remiss-minded in not telling the court at this point. But I know what the switch is for. Yes. It seems the defense is something of a link upon linking the switch to the case. Therefore, I present your evidence. Otherwise, I'll be penalized. What evidence do you have explaining what the switch is for? The switch, which like the second evidence prior. This. the igniter. Take that! Prosecutor Gavin, you remember this? Ah, the thing is guitar, yes. That what? Is that it? Another one of those new found? No. This is an igniter. What phone is like that? An 80s igniter? You mean like a yes, like a lighter for a cigar or something? You weren't saying to switch the remote? Yes. For that caused the flame for a igniter. What? Look, I'll show you. Careful, better stand back, people. Whoa, sorry, Judge, but Justice, be careful. Since it's been burning system. Sorry, Your Honor. That was a more fire than anticipated. Yeah, there's no control enough. If any words goes on stairs quality. Prosecutor Gavin, let me repeat myself. This switch is a remote igniter. The same one that lit his guitar on fire. Does that suggest something to you? You're talking about what happened to me on yes. Ah, exactly. The performance that night. A burst of flames. When your guitar had caught on fire in the midst of... Oh, of course! Wasn't that part of the stage show? No, far from it. Prosecutor Gavin was entirely unaware of such a thing had been planned. And the guitar that burned was a valuable keepsake when he traveled to Bulgaria. He got it in Bulgaria from Lenore. Bingo, Shusy, good memory. He said the sound was amazing before it burned, of course. Now it's just kind of smokes. The better the guitar, the brighter it burns. Her forehead? Various sound. Yes, up. Don't tell me you're trying to tie these two things together. Oh, he is. In the shooter's voice. Heard by Lenore. And the guitar suddenly catching on fire. I am. It's really simple when you think about it. Mr. Latucci and the shooter were at the scene of the crime. The shooter was wearing a headset. Ordered someone on stage to press the switch. The switch was pressed and the guitar caught fire. Love the ejection theme for Apollo. Well, that does seem to make sense. Though something about it is bugging me. Can't my finger on it. Really. It's pretty... Stop. Objection! No. Fill us in the void. That's enough. Don't destroy what little respect I have for you. Fill us all in, buddy. I was expecting something a little more sensible. I guess it was wrong. Oh no, he's debunking our theory. His simple story makes no sense. Oh boy. That night, my guitar caught fire. The cause may have been this. However, he's debunking the light trigger. The remote trigger. My guitar caught fire during the... Oh, that's right! Second set, of course. Therefore, the timing was off. Oh, and that means the shooting and the switch was on the third. So in timing consistency, unrelated. Tracked! He's right! Must have been... Of course, the timing was off. Whole premise for this is faulty. Whoops! Well, ooh. Oh, objection! No, you don't. Are you sure about that? Oh, the videotape cassette. And then, maybe it's not the premise for my explanation of the switch that's fault. It's our premise of this entire case so far. Oh, turn around your thinking, yeah. Premises, specifically. I'm glad you asked. Maybe a killing didn't take place in the third act. Oh, but the second one? Objection! Irrelevance! 7. What's this? But Detective Emma Sky heard the sound from the body. All this happened during the third act. Objection! Wrong! Number 8. Gunshots rang home. And according to this testimony, Machi was in the dressing room at the time. Where are you going with this, Mr. Justice? Trying to keep up with me. Stay with me, Your Honor. He also told us this in his testimony. Namely, that the victim had already been shot. Another key factor. We already heard gunshots, but no one saw the shooting. Another important fact. Ooh, this is insane! Just before the shooting took place, the shooter was heard on the headset telling someone to press the switch. The next moment, Prosecutor Allen burst into flames. We know that a remote trigger igniter was inside the guitar. From all these facts, we can draw only one conclusion. The crime did not take place during the third act, but the second act. But during the ballad performance, the second act. Take that! Whoa! Show me again. Ooh. Order in the court. But goes against this entire evidence. What does, Your Honor? This crime was carried out according to the lyrics of the song, yes? Yeah, a more inconsistency. How do we debunk the bullet is supposed to come after the fire? So why would it do before? You're thinking about the wrong way. Look, why would the shooter craft the events of the day to follow the lyrics anyway? It's an awful lot of trouble to go through, with little merit for the person doing it. Well, I'm sure whoever it was had some reason. Yes, they did. A reason that made it advantageous to follow the lyrics. You're saying this order was reversed on purpose? Yes! Yes, and reversed, Prosecutor Gavin, meaning backwards. If the criminal followed the lyrics strictly, then yes. The shooting would have had to come after the guitar burst into flames. Yet, therefore, it's raised up another possibility. He's claiming the bullet came not after, but just before the fire started. Couldn't have put it better myself, Gavin. We were only meant to think the shooting came after the guitar burst into flames. But that was the criminal's objective, misdirection. The crime followed the lyrics to a point, but that was a ruse. Who else would think why else would the killer risk discovery by moving the body? That is that! That was the final touch to make this think that he followed the lyrics the whole way. More consistency. Order! I'll have order! That would explain this most unusual situation. It does. The killer changed in order events to create himself an alibi. In other words, the killer was someone who had an alibi in the third act, but not the second. Take that! Objection! 9. Very sound. I was hoping we would come to this, but it has. He presenting his evidence, wrenching the plan. Why would little fairy tale make no sense? If one can he's gonna debunk our theory. Almost. Okay. Oh no. Oh, it sounds good in theory, yes. But given that's the reason why the killer bothered to follow the lyrics first. But I question your logic. For it's flawed from the very beginning. Rebuttal. Ooh. Your logic is flawed. Yes. One big contradiction. Or small. Therefore, once I pointed it out several times, a small window in the scene was closed. Therefore, couldn't have heard a voice. It's soundproof. Ooh. I know that you would like to divert our attention, but you're basing your entire line of reasoning on a false premise. Ooh, drats. Amori's testimony in my entire case was assured. How else we connect it? What if she couldn't hear it? Look, what we have. A man pressing saying press the switch, and nearing the crime scene we have a switch, which acts the remote trigger for igniter. And last but not least, Prosecutor Gavin's flame guitar. It can't all have been coincidence, but how do I make it work? I see a more direct line of questioning when the crime scene was investigated. That window was closed. Investigated immediately after the crime. Oh, that's right, they escaped. That's how Lamore heard the voice. A key point to be sure. Mr. Justice, can you explain this to the court? Means not. Yes. It's a Okay, Justice. One thing to prove, and only one thing. Lamore heard a voice. Not there, but somewhere else. He heard it during the second set, but where? How was he able to hear the voice? The window was closed. Somewhere else, the third possibility. When we investigated the scene, the window was closed, yes. The shooter had no reason to close it, had it been open either. Meaning it was impossible for her to hear the voice through the window. It's good to hear you make sense once in a while. For a moment there, I was afraid it might be a Borgian. No. As I was saying, could not hear the voice through that window. So there only can hear the voice from another location. There he goes again. You do amuse me. And here I thought you in good sense once and for to sit back. Now, I'm afraid you and I could speak terms, two different language. So I interpreted you, her forehead, said she heard the voice through the small window. And there is only one small window at the scene. True, but what if it was not specifically literally? Are you sure? Think about it. Isn't there another small window at the scene? Another small window. Wait. Oh, you don't mean... There is? Yeah, I see, okay. Present your evidence, pal. I know what he wants us to... Ask her again. Very well. Your client Lamore heard the voice from another location. Justice, show us this location. Oh, the diagram. Okay. Here. Touch the arrow at the left side. Point to the vent. Here, directed at the stepladder. Touch point. On left. Point to the vent. Stepladder and the vent. Okay. Lamore, I'm here. No, not here. No, I couldn't have been up here like this. Left arrow. I mean this one right here. There, okay. I mean up left arrow. Point the air vent. Directly above. Oh, that's right, the air vent! But that would mean change things. I see where he's going. Only with something small. Directly. Okay. Hope I'm right about this. Take that! The air vent itself. This is where Lamore heard the voice from. The vent? Wait, let me check and see if I got that right. I might be wrong. Air vent. Direct. Above the steps, so it's gotta be with. But that's no small window. That's the air vent! Exactly! Ah, he does it again! What did she tell us? She said she's born Virginian, unfamiliar with our language. Not a stretch to man, she called this air vent a small window. Of course! Objection! Still 10! Now you've done it. You've lost all logic. It's a ludicrous. So Lamorio's ventilation system is in the man's force. That sounds great. It does sound crazy, but think about it. He sound like, remind me of Edward when this is cool a bit. That's the only logical explanation. Yes. Logical? I don't know think that word. This word means what you think it means here, therefore it. Okay. What about it isn't logical? It's on the merits any saying. Why would Lamore be in the ventilation system? I'm gonna stop here, the battery's about to die. We're assuming the android